All right, one of your data displays that you're creating in your project is a stem and leaf plot. So at the bottom of this handout, here's an example of a stem and leaf plot. So we're going to go through and kind of fill in some blanks to talk about what a stem and leaf plot is. Then we'll look at this example specifically and talk about what that means, and then we'll practice creating one together. So first of all, a stem and leaf plot is going to use digits of data values to organize your data set. In other words, we're kind of using place value to organize it. So we're in at this point, you've collected your data. Now you're organizing it into these different displays, and we're using place value here. And then each data value is going to be broken into a stem and a leaf. The stem's the digit on the left, and the leaf is going to be the digit on the right. So what a stem and leaf plot is used for, it shows us how the data is distributed, or in other words, how it's spread out. So if you look at the example on the bottom, you can see most of your digits are next to the 2, which means that they fall in the 20s. And then what's really important with the stem and leaf plot is including a key, because we need to know how you chose to split up your place values. So make sure when you do this on your project that you have the key shown there, because on this example we can see the 20 equals 20, but we don't know if that's 2.0, 2.1, 2.7. We need to know what that represents. So when you write out the data set, this 20 is 20. Another 20 is 20, so go ahead and write out the rest of those. And then I want you to find the median and the mode of that data set. When you find the median, kind of like a dot plot, you can work your way to the middle just using the leaves if you wanted to. So I could cross out the smallest and then the biggest and work my way to the middle that way. The mode's going to be the one that shows up the most. Okay, and then we're going to practice creating one. So if you flip this over, you want to start with the T-chart, so you just label stem and leaf, and then you just draw a little T-chart here. When you do this on your project, of course, you're going to take your time and use the ruler and make it look really nice. And then I can see my smallest number is a 12, and my biggest is 44. So I want my stems to go from 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I start filling in my leaves. So if I've got 12, I'm going to go from smallest to biggest, least to greatest. I put a 2 here to represent 12, and then I have 2 14s, so 4 and 4. I have an 18, so I put an 8. And then I get into the 20s, I have a 20, and then another 20, and keep going from there. You need to include a key as well, so I could use 12, or you could use any digit or any value in your data set, but I'm going to use the 12 here. 1, 2, to show that that is a 12. And then once you have the rest of those filled in there, you're going to go ahead and find the range, mean, median, and mode, and put your final answers in the boxes here at the bottom.